confidence out there. Doesn't matter. Keep your swagger.
Welcome on in to the 5-Hole Fantasy Hockey Podcast, the fantasy hockey podcast that is just as confused about goal interference as you are. We're your hosts tonight, Jay and Alan. Jay, what kind of league is this where Kyle Palmieri can't twerk up on Elvis and still have it be called a good goal?
Is there anything in the rule book that is ever going to shift our mindsets? Like, I'm trying to think of anything black and white that's going to be like, yeah, this one was gotten right.
And so many times, I've heard all these pundits, like Jeff Merrick especially, is like, oh man, yeah, goalie interference is so easy. It's just like, you got this, and this. If any of those, like, it's no goal. But I'm like, nah, dude, I can find like probably 2 identical videos and just 2 different calls. I don't know.
It's goalie interference is definitely the hockey equivalent of baseball and balking. And like halfway through your explanation, you're just starting once up, once all over. I got to think there's got to be another sport with the other one. What's it like like what counts as a forward pass in football? I don't know. Like there's all those different ones. For hockey, it's the goalie interference.
Yeah. But before we get going, as usual, the housekeeping, guys, if you're on YouTube, we appreciate you tuning in that way. Or, if you're listening, wherever you get your podcast platforms, if you want to like, subscribe, leave us that 5-star review, appreciate it. Or you can just hang out with us on the Discord, coming up on about 3,000 people in there, hanging out, talking hockey, victories, upsets, whatever. Or you can follow us on Twitter/X. We're there too. Slide in our DMs if you want. And actually, I think today TJ just came out and said he had a few updates to the site, FHF Hockey. Take a good look there.
Only 5 holes is incredible, bar. Oh my goodness.
Oh, only 5 holes. All right, man. Oh, what is there? There's someone with electric cart work that it's clearly making fun of the OnlyFans like logo, but I forget what they have on there now, and it upsets me because now I've just flubbed this joke and wasted our time.
It's incredible.
Getting news and notes around the league. So first up, rumors of Tristan Jarry's return were greatly exaggerated. He was pulled against Tampa with a 15 goals against average and a .429 save percentage.
All in a day's work,
I was gonna say I gotta apologize to anyone I talked into picking him up because good God, that was Tristan Jarry. There was a return of Tristan Jarry, but it wasn't the one you wanted. Wow.
Do we think he is to some degree like a victim of circumstance as well? Like, I mean, you have ups and you have downs.
To be fair, I feel like after this call up, the team is that much worse around him after trade deadline. So sure, we can give him that at least. But oh man, yeah, no. He let in 4 goals and 7 shots. So like the Tristan Jarry rule was still in effect. Like there was whatever statistic it was came out while he was still up in the big leagues. Like, on so many, his first shot would let in so much percentage, second shot so much percentage. Like, holy shit! Like, oh yeah, I hope none of you actually picked him up. There we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, caffeine ketamine here. Jarry is if the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme was a hockey player. So next up here, Philly. I don't know what they're doing. I still have a conspiracy theory that Tortorella does not give a shit about having a decent power play. But they're trying the 5-forward power play 1 in Philly right now. It's Forrester, Couturier, Konechny, Michkov, and Brink. Just noteworthy. I mean, I've already read your mind, Jay. I have looked ahead at their schedule. It's crap this week and it's crap next week. I don't know. It almost wasn't even worth talking about, but here we are. You know, they're doing it, but no. On the flip side here,
you read my mind, Alan. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I was like, "What's?" And I was like, "Nah." But
no, Philly's schedule sucks.
I did want to find out, though, having to check. Did we know who the Umbrella Man is? I know, obviously, he's normally the D1, but who's the Umbrella Man in this 5-teamer?
I have no idea.
5-forward setup. Because I can't imagine it be Sean Couturier, right? Like Sean,
right? I don't know what positions they play anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of who would be like that fifth guy that they just hadn't used. I'm not an expert.
Alan's comment literally reflects. I'm so sorry to any Flyers fans, but that is just how relevant the Philadelphia Flyers players have been in this entire NHL
Well, I mean,
season.
past like Couturier, maybe, but more so Konechny and Michkov. Like, what was I think? Oh my gosh, who was?
I don't even know.
There was some other guy that was a little bit relevant.
Sanheim, but that only is if he gets D1 PP1.
Defenseman.
Right? Oh, Tippett.
There we go. Owen Tippett. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't even. If any Flyers fans are out there that I guess watch and like peel away,
we're sorry.
Please remind us in these. Oh, we're sorry. I was gonna say please let us know which of the 5 guys on the forward core is, I guess, being that umbrella. Because obviously, when we say, "Oh, get that power play quarterback," what we really mean is he's that guy on the blue umbrella line that touches the puck and will almost always snag an assist if a power play goal is scored. Right, so that's the big one. Because I'm like, what? Who of these 5 forwards would you have swinging back and forth? You're kind of thinking, I guess, of in my mind, Quinn Hughes on the Canucks is quintessential. He's probably an over-reliance on him, to be honest, as a power play quarterback touching the umbrella puck and everything. But I'm like, who in the Flyers would do that? Is it Konechny?
That's why I wonder if it's Brink. I feel like he's not someone who would normally be there.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess his minutes
but again,
kind of align with that. Yeah,
because their schedule is poo-poo. I don't think there's really worth much talking about here. But on the flip side, there, San Jose, they've stopped the 5-forward power play, and it looks like they have a call up, kind of an audition here. Luca Cagnoni. I hope I didn't butcher that too badly. He's a 2023 4th rounder. The prospect file says his ceiling is like a top 4D. I assume that's on the team. So any team he would be on, he would be like the top 2 pairings. He's got 1 point in 2 games so far. He's got over 60% of the power play share. I mean, is this maybe someone we look at if we got screwed on Wallman?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, his minutes seem interesting because he got 23 minutes on his starter night and then 15 minutes the night following, but then he got an assist with 15 minutes of time on ice. This is weird, but sure, for sure. Who else is there to compete with him? Nobody else, right? You're talking.
I mean, like I said, they
Mario,
were running 5 forwards
Ferraro.
before that.
Exactly. Yeah. Cagnoni.
Yeah. Injuries. Draisaitl did. No, he was at morning skate today. But Knobloch is saying he is still around a week out, with McDavid being a little longer than that. This sucks. Those were guys that carried you wherever you ended up this season. I don't know, Jay. I think we were talking about a little bit before the show. It may be if Edmonton's schedule is just good enough. Are we interested in Nuge?
Oh, that's the frustrating part too, right?
Right, because doesn't he have didn't he get something ridiculous, 6 points in 3 games or something like that?
It was disgusting. I know he had a hat trick in one of them, just pulling up the exact one, but let's see. So he's got he had a hat trick and that was it. Okay, sorry. He just had a hat trick in the past game, and then it also was, I don't remember if he got the winner against Seattle or not. But yeah, just sheesh, the fact that you got a hat trick and a 5-4 win, meant that they needed every one of your goals in order to get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy though. What it was something to the effect of like in his 11 or 12 years on the Oilers, like I guess his entire career, like isn't that only like his sixth or something? Like it was a
That wouldn't surprise me. I feel like he was probably the guy until McDavid showed up, and it's like, oh no, buddy, no, you just get back down, get back down.
For sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, so it's brutal for any. I'm so sorry to any owners that have been relying on, I guess. Well, if you had McJesus, then obviously you drafted first overall. If you had Dry, you honestly probably were first place if you had Dry, right? Because
yeah, God, doesn't he lead the league in goals right now? I think I saw that today.
But the follow-up point that if you had McDavid, you had the 1, and then if you were in a, let's say 10 team or 12 teamer, you would have what, like pick 20th, pick 24, oh sorry, pick 21 or pick 24. Whereas if you had Draisaitl, you might have been able to stag him down at, pick 6, even maybe like something along those lines.
Yeah.
Frig, you would have gotten a way higher draft on top of having like the top guy in the league probably this season. And for that to collapse in on you in your semis and finals, I so sorry, just so sorry. And I hope any Dry owners, maybe you got someone off the wire that helped you propel you to the finish line. Maybe you picked up Nuge.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh man.
And made it another week. Yeah, next up here, we got Marchand. I don't remember if no, you know what? I think he has been out on the ice at least once or something, but Brad Marchand, now of the Florida Panthers, not to be confused with that Boston Bruins guy. He's eyeing a return this Friday, which works out because Florida is one of the teams that plays Friday, Sunday. So if you got him back for that, that'd be great. You gotta guess he's getting top 6 deployment. Maybe power play 1. Yeah, line 1, power play 1, like Caffeine Ketamine saying. I imagine that's where he goes. But definitely not lower than second line. You got to think. But I think he's like 80% or something. Like you're not going to get him if he's out there. I'm trying to think of who that top line is. I think it's like Barkov, Reinhardt, Verhaeghe.
Verhaeghe,
probably,
maybe. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Left wing.
Been a little weak sauce this year.
Just a bit for sure. Left wing, and
but I wonder who. I know. Do we lose Sam Miskevich? Like, does that who?
Oh, that's devastating for any fantasy potential Draisaitl owners because they had to go to the wire to pick up guys, possibly losing out once again with this return.
Yeah. So Caffeine Kevin's asking, is he worth a 7th round like draft pick to keep him? I would say if you can hold off on choosing your keepers there, because who knows, he may hang it up after the season.
Well, you're saying Marchand?
I'm just guessing. Like maybe he retires after the season. Maybe he just goes back to Boston. Because I think he was just taking the Bergeron route and just signing like 1-year deals.
I don't think I would burn a keeper on Brad Marchand.
Yeah, I don't think I'd. So. No, that's like if you traded for him or something. That's like a all-in move, I would say.
Didn't he do like 5 surgeries? I might be over exaggerating 1 or 2, but like he had like literal back surgeries
or just like double hip surgery or something. No,
right, and he's out right now. And isn't he still like 3,900 years old? Wait, how old is this guy?
Okay.
It's
I want to say like 36-ish.
36. Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst play. I'm not going to say like keep him in a 7th round, especially with what 7th round being that's pick 70.
Apparently a no would have sufficed. If it was for sure he'd stay in Florida for next year, I would say yes. That's a really nice spot for him to be. But if he goes back to Boston or hangs it up, you lose that and get nothing in return.
His upside is probably like top. Like if he plays to his near ceiling, I think like top 25 fantasy player is possible. Like I think roughly.
Oh, geez, that's really high for him, man.
For sure. I think.
I'm not sure.
I think that's like crazy ceiling, like really, really high ceiling. I think like top 25. maybe even I'm too aggressive. Maybe that's like top 40, right? But if you're getting him in 7th round, let's say 12 teamer, you're getting what, 71st to 84th? I don't know, man. Like, what other options do you got? Like, I would.
Right. I mean, yeah. There we go. Like a 7th round, like a 60-ish point guy. Like, sure. Yeah. That's not bad. But you just gotta know if he's staying or not. But next up, Evgeny Malkin. It looks like he missed the last game with some sort of body injury. I forget if it was upper or lower. But he did practice in a non-contact jersey today. So for now, freaking Hayes again. Hayes.
Fire up them Kevin Hayes.
Slotting it. Yeah, Kevin Hayes is 2C power play 1. Again, just after it's like the meme where Mo throws a Barney out of the bar and then he's like right behind him again. It's like we just got rid of Kevin Hayes on that power play and he's back. I don't know. I'm not interested in anyone on the Penguins not named Crosby, Raquel, or Rust. I don't know, Jay. I don't even think Pittsburgh has that impressive of a schedule where we're talking about picking up Kevin Hayes.
His minutes deployment is just so nutty across the board. Like he has 20 minutes, 18 minutes, and then like it drops down to 8 minutes and 11 minutes. Like what happens to this man? Like I don't understand. Like maybe he plays all the minutes and then needs to take a breather. That's what, like maybe
I think that's what it is. Isn't he one of or he dropped off hard, I feel like. I don't know where.
I don't think he's actually old. Like I think he's just he's 32. Like he's like a spring chicken, you know what I mean? Like I think he's literally just.
He's still well on the wrong side of 30 for professional sports, but
did he play many minutes in that one Blues run and was like, guys, nah, I can't.
Was he on the Blues then? I thought he was still in Philly.
No, sorry, no, the Rangers. He was in the Rangers run, and then afterwards, he bounced around. Gotcha. Oh, he's been a journeyman since. Okay, gotcha.
And then another team pretty riddled with injuries. Joel Eriksson Ek and Kirill Kaprizov are both expected to start skating in the next few days. They said nothing about when we would expect them to play. Who knows? I mean, I guess that's something we want to watch and see if they start out in non-contact jerseys, because that's just one more step before they actually return. But I don't know. I wouldn't hope too much about them being back this week.
All those Kaprizov trades are gonna either come true, or we're
gonna find out real quick if your lottery ticket is 3 cherries or a lemon, a buffalo, and a Snickers bar.
There's too much citrus, man. Oh dear, yay.
I
mean, for listeners. Whichever side of the Kaprizov trade you are, I hope it works out for you. I hope so, because Lord knows it can't work out for everyone simultaneously, but whichever side you are, I'm crossing my fingers for you.
But yeah, and a couple nice returns. Shea Theodore returned last night. You know what? Shoot, I forgot to actually check before the show, like if he actually resumed power play 1 and stuff, because it's I know he had a point or two, and then Hannafin had a point or two.
Yeah,
so he's back on top power play.
Yeah, PP1, D1 as well. Yeah,
but I know Pietrangelo is out or couldn't make it to last night's game. So I don't know if we toss Hannafin to the curb quite yet.
No. He's still D2 PP2, and I'm kind of surprised that
Vegas is just sickly deep. It wasn't until that game against Tampa a few nights ago where I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realize just how many good combinations they have in their lineup.
Like Hannafin literally got 2 assists last night.
Yeah.
Or no, last game, which is last game was last night. Sorry. Yeah. So which is like just
don't drop Hannafin yet. But obviously, odds are Shea Theodore probably not available in most leagues. I mean, maybe do yourself a favor, but no.
He's
probably not
83. I'd be pretty shocked. Yeah, for sure.
It's like Marchand. Marchand was like 80s. And then Jacob Chychrun also returned, along with signing a 8-year, $9 million AAV extension. maybe some fantasy relevant, some non-fantasy relevant here, but I don't know. Do we think this sets the bar for Evan Bouchard's extension? Like, he is UFA after the season.
Yeah, I mean, well, Chychrun, like, he's completely taken over in Washington, right? Like, Carlson's now relegated to PP2.
Are we sure? I thought Carlson was pretty much a lock. I could be very wrong.
Yeah, it looks like now he's listed.
Oh,
as
you know what?
PP2.
Maybe they were running. I thought they were running 2D for a while.
I think
They
what's
had
happened
Carlson
too
and
is
Chychrun.
they're doing that invert where it's like Carlson is still D1 and Chychrun is D2, but then
I would
on
say
the power play
the double shift Ovi.
they do double shift Ovi.
Yeah.
They do double shift Ovi.
They double shift
So they-
Ovi, and so you still could potentially have some value there in Chychrun.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, apparently, I just went ahead and looked it up. John Carlson is a UFA after next season. I mean, do we think that maybe not this year? Maybe who knows when next year? Do we think we see the ascendancy of Jacob Chychrun to that top power play?
Oh, he is. He is. Like currently, Chychrun's listed as PP1 already, and Carlson's listed as PP2 and PK1. So, like that has already occurred.
Really?
Also, side note, I was looking on like the Reddits and everything, and supposedly Chychrun might need all that dough that he's just signed because there was something about Chychrun being like anti-light bulb.
Oh
And,
my,
like-
yeah. Apparently he's into like a new weird thing every week, and one of the guys on the Caps is like, yeah, he doesn't do light bulbs right now. It's all candles.
Like the fact that that's like he's not into that right now, indicating there will be a future set. The number one comment was so accurate. It was just like, why are you so weird, man? Like that was anywho.
When you have I think no, it's like money is just like the super soldier formula in Captain America. It just amplifies who you already are.
Just like why to have a house entirely filled with candles. Okay, just aside from the arson and like the flammable incendiary concerns, just like what? Anyways. Jacob Chychrun, a very interesting fantasy relevant player is the big takeaway here.
Maybe for the rest of the season and beyond.
And beyond.
And
Bouchard
beyond.
extension, I was checking too.
Yeah,
when
do we
is
think
the
that
Bouchard extension
he's UFA
up?
after this season, which is weird because it feels like he just signed that bridge deal.
But he's UFA or like
Is he?
RFA after this deal?
I think he's.
That
I'm pretty sure he's UFA.
oh, he inked a 2-year bridge
Yeah,
deal.
they bridged him.
Oh. I can't
He's
tell if
okay.
that's the-
He's RFA after the season. You were right. He just
Okay,
has
okay,
another
okay.
contract coming up after the season.
Which is still nutty, right? Like, truth be told, like actually, do we link Evan Bouchard in the same category alongside, like, okay, I don't want to like overstate it too much, but let's say Makar, right? Makar's on the side where it's like because he is Cale Makar, he will make others better by his Makarness, or do we think Bouchard is
I don't
more
think
along?
Bouchard. After some of those highlight reels this season where Bouchard just looks like deer in headlights on some of these like defensive plays, I'm just like, no, he is not Cale Makar or Quinn Hughes. Those are not his comparables.
Right.
Yeah, I would say someone like a Jacob Chychrun or maybe a Mikhail Sergachev like would be a comparable. Like a Charlie McAvoy. Yeah, there we go. I keep wanting to call him James McAvoy. Totally different dude. I just don't see him quite there, but I would put him more around like that 8x9, I would say.
Because I'm
Wouldn't
thinking
surprise
8
me
by
if that's his
9.
next deal.
If he gets 8 by 9 and it isn't the year right following, I guess they probably have a ton of cap space to sign McDavid, right? So that it's McDavid, Draisaitl, him. I guess that's the main trio.
They're saying who knows anymore? But they're saying the cap could go up like 4 or 5 mil next season. So let's get ready to overpay for free agents. This is a good question. And then while we're on power play defensemen, Caffeine Ketamine's asking odds Harley takes power play 1 from Miro next season. You know what? I would honestly I would be much more interested in drafting Miro Harley than a lot of people. He's been he's been a stud with Miro out.
It's kind of unfortunate in their position that well, I mean, obviously it's a good problem to have deciding between two bona fide defensemen. I'm just thinking, like, if you saw Harley's upside.
So I'm not saying I think if he keeps it. I'm not saying I think he is. Oh yeah, for its 12th round keeper. Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But without knowing for sure he's getting it, I wouldn't try to make him like the 4th, 5th defenseman off the board in the draft next season.
No, it's not.
No.
Sure. Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah, weekend preview.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So yeah, best schedules here. We got a couple of teams that actually play Thursday, Friday, Sunday. First up, Montreal. I would say just go check on Slaff. He is very nice, 69% owned. Line 1, power play 1. Like there's really no one coming for that spot. Just go check on line A2. 43%. I mean, as long as that power play clicks, he is just, I don't know, indescribably good fantasy asset at this point in the season. I don't know if you need
Alan.
No, you're good.
When Kathy Kettman was like Harley 30th overall, it reminded me of that last season where some guy accidentally clicked and snagged Evan Bouchard. I think it was like 2nd overall or something. And it was like, oh no. And then and I think Bouchard ended up still being like top 20 value. You know, like it didn't hurt him.
Didn't completely screw him.
It didn't completely sink him. It was crazy. And I'm like, can you imagine us looking back, like next season, looking back on this season, being like, 30th overall.
You disconnected and you drafted Harley in the 3rd round.
And then he pops off. That'd be crazy. Oh my goodness.
That'd be crazy. I mean, Dallas would actually have to put him in that position, but we'll see, sure. Man. Miro was a total bust for me, in my opinion, but
250th, right? Like it was
for Harley.
For yeah.
Are you talking his overall?
For Miro, right? Like early in the season, he was just like doing nothing, getting the time, doing nothing with it, still getting the time, and you're just sitting there with like, you know, I don't know, hands abreast, like jaw agape, and it's like, what is going on? Freak, Harley actually doing stuff with the power play opportunities now. Anywho, he's still not 30th overall.
And then Montreal, I would say for riffs, I mean, the only guy I can think of is Arber Shakai, Wi-Fi. I mean, I don't know. Can you think of anyone else noteworthy in Montreal?
I have to.
It'd probably be just like peripheral plays. I don't know if you really want to go outside like that top line in line A.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like Jake Evans, maybe in a face-off league, because
I feel like he's a lottery ticket, right? There's been a few weeks where he's been your winner, like your week winner.
Was he the guy? No, he wasn't the guy. Sorry. But there was the one guy basically that was asked, like, you know, can Habs earn a playoff spot? How do you feel? And he was kind of just like revving up the crowd. And I was like, oh, was that Jake Evans? No. But it was Josh Anderson. That's who it was.
Okay.
It was Josh Anderson.
There we go. I would say he's another lottery ticket, little bit of bangs, bit of a Band-Aid boy. I don't know if at this point in the game, I'd use one of your ads to pick up someone like that.
For sure. I'm really trying to find, like, do we mention line A already? Oh, we did.
Yeah, 43%. I'm surprised he's that low. I mean, maybe Montreal's power plays dried up lately, and that's why he's been dropped. But yeah, that's the disclaimer about line A is if that power play's cooking, like he is a weak winner. Otherwise, he gets you nothing.
I think you hit it all for Montreal. Unfortunately, with the schedule as they got.
Maybe a little bit friendlier stream team here. Utah, the other Thursday, Friday, Sunday team. Just go check on Cooley. He is 47% now, and now with line 1 power play 1 action. So they've knocked Barrett Hayton, I think, off of both line 1 and power play 1 there. And Nick Schmaltz, enough said, show favorite, 39% for some reason. Ian Cole was the only guy I could really find for like hits and blocks if he needed anything off there.
Jack McBain, 8%.
There we go. Hit monster.
Also a solid dude's almost at 250 hits. Like this is crazy. Like
Oh dang! Oh my gosh! What was it? Wasn't it Kiefer Sherwood that just broke like the league all-time record in hits with like 300 something, and we still have games to play.
It's insane. Yeah, for sure. There are some pinballs out there right now, and Utah and Jack McBain, that's probably like the best you're gonna get in terms of like the meshing of the two right now. Okay, no. I was gonna say like it was like 178 shots.
I feel like Sean Dursey could be high risk, high reward, but yeah,
107. Yeah, hits more than Ike Turner. Wait, what is this reference?
I'm not sure,
but
it's got to be dark.
No. Oh dear. Okay, all right. We're rolling on.
Yeah, we're rolling on. We're rolling on. Hey,
Barrett Hayton, I would still say, regardless of the
high risk, high reward.
Probably, yeah. Like power play too. Like we're really.
I don't like his shot rate, but again, if he's going to do anything, he's a goal scorer.
For sure. Yeah. So you're high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
What about the goalies? Like, do we think
is Veggie still pretty?
Veggie, I think, is currently at what 41% ownership. Veggie seems like a pretty worthwhile.
I think he. I don't know. Maybe it was just recency bias against Tampa, but I feel like 41%. I feel like he might be getting burnt out from having started so many games in a row. I don't know if you agree. Actually,
am I seeing this correct? I must be seeing this wrong. This is disgusting. Wait, how? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I must be seeing this wrong, Alan. This is insane.
He's running about 5-0 in his last few starts.
He's literally what? Wait, hold on. This can't be right. Is he like getting subbed in mid-game? What?
Oh,
he has 14 points. Like he has 14. He has saves in the last 14 games. Just putting it out there. I don't know why and how.
Oh, that's what you know. Disgusting. What? Because I think there was a game where they started Jackson Stauber, and he got pulled. That sounds right.
Oh my god, that's insane. Okay, in terms of volume,
I mean he's there. Yeah, it's a volume play, but I don't know. Like I said, he's been about 5-0 in his last half dozen starts or so, which are pretty good odds. But maybe pick your opponents. Volume
do we say we have to start him? Like it seems like Utah's going. We have to start him.
Right. Well, because Connor Ingram is
Gonzo. Yeah,
player resistance right now.
Season. Yeah. And then further, are they even realistically in a playoff shot? Oh, they definitely are. Oh,
they're in the hunt. They're not eliminated.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sitting on the side of if you are in a spot where you need a goalie. Like I'm not saying.
Well, okay. So if they play 3 games of 4 nights, he'll see 2 of those at most. I doubt.
But he might see 3.
You think they'll start him all 3 games with 2 of them in a back-to-back?
He's played 14.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, I don't know, man. So this Thursday, Friday, Tampa, Florida. Now
the shot volume, Alan. Think about how many shots Kucherov is going to have.
It's not going to be pretty. I'm not
saying they're not all going to go in. That could happen, but like, Veggie's going to see so much rubber.
Man. I don't know. For volume play, sure, but I mean, the only matchup I might feel good against is Sunday against Chicago. But no, I'm not. I'm not going to pick him up to play against the Florida teams.
He's literally going to be tapping trees in the Congo soon. That's how much rubber he's going to see. Like, it's nuts. Just
okay.
No. I hope that joke wasn't a
it took me a second, but I eventually got it. That was a good one. Well, Friday, Sunday. So first up, we have Anaheim. Frank Vetrano, 67%. Jackson Lacombe at 55%. Everyone else is 40% or less. Like, I don't like their matchups though, because who was it they played? I mean, they play Friday, Sunday, cool, but it's they're at home versus the Rangers, at home versus Toronto. I don't like their odds against either one of those teams. I mean, if you want to pick up the Bash brothers of Gudis and Truba, I mean, I'm sure they'll have a lot of hits and stuff in those games, hits and blocks.
Bash brothers is a fantastic term, and yeah, I don't know. Aside from that, line one is what, Strome, Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Mason McTavish has been good lately. But again, I don't like those matchups. I would much rather go to Carolina, who also plays Friday, Sunday. Taylor Hall.
Right?
Oh,
Jackson
what's up?
Lacombe is not getting power play 1. So who's the power play?
Hasn't he been out? Hasn't he been out recently?
No, Zellweger's getting power play 1. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Zellweger? What's Zellweger at? Zellweger is at...
Oh, dude, they're
4%.
They're all all out there.
Anywho.
If you want them. But I just don't like their matchups. So again, I wouldn't mind going to Carolina. Taylor Hall's been getting a lot of buzz lately. 17%. He's getting power play 1 time while Svetch is out. Top 6 time 2. I would not call it line 1 because I think right now he's technically listed as line 2. But again, Jay, I think we always say it: throw a dart at the wall, pick someone up. They got pretty good odds of scoring.
Gostisbehere still? Let's see. 61%.
I think he's go check.
Yeah. How's our boy Lankinen? Not Lankinen, sorry. Stankoven.
Oh, Stankoven? Nah.
Stankoven.
Nah, they tried to give him that primo deployment at first, but yeah, he's power play 2. I don't think I saw him in the top 6 when I checked earlier today.
So. I think he says he's
it's a shame.
He's on the right wing of the 3rd, so he's top 9. But yeah, brutal.
And then Chicago, man, another nice team that a lot of availability. But besides Bedard, the highest owned player is Ryan Donato, who's just been insane. So if he's available, absolutely, I think Donato is like your top pick.
He's the dude.
Yeah. Levshinov, it looks like he is he's still on that power play 1. I don't know if that's how long that's sticking or not, but I mean, as the last game, he was getting like 60% of the power play share. 5% super highly owned. I don't know. So there's Spencer Knight. Yeah.
Knight. You didn't do
probably your 1A right now.
Though. Yeah, he didn't do too well tonight in the loss, but he's been getting the starts, like 2 of 3.
I mean, he's no Mrazek, who is I forgot to put that note. Mrazek's out. Like, I forget who someone ran into him. Total accident, of course.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Mrazek's out. So Detroit is back to Lyon and Talbot. I don't know, Jay. I think about the only I know Riff's Connor Murphy. I think he's been a show staple for a while. But for points, I would say Bertuzzi, Teravainen.
Yeah, Teravainen. Yeah. Pat Maroon for the good old feelsies, in the last.
I know, man. Last season.
Yeah. Who's Frank Nazar? He's
centering Bedard, right?
Yeah, he's centering Bedard.
I haven't really seen anything he does show up on the.
He got a goal last game or this game, so that's better than not getting a goal this game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, since there was no week preview, Caffeine Ketamine here's Monahan, 49% owned. He was available in a spot for me, and it was glorious so far. I know there's Columbus's schedule isn't the best, but it looks like he's right up power play 1, line 1.
Gorgeous.
But next up, Florida. Like we said, they play Friday, Sunday. Just go check on Sam Bennett, maybe, I guess. He's line 2, power play 2, but that line 2 could get a little better if Marchand comes back. We'll see. And then depending on how Marchand pans out, I feel like Samoskevich, as long as he's got that power play 1, the team seems to like him. I think we said last time he's pretty well rounded in riffs.
Yeah, let's see his last game. He's gotten 3-1, 5-1, 3-2. Yeah, so he hits a fair bit. Shoots what? 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. Yeah. He's pretty He
pretty
gets
well
pretty
rounded.
decent coverage. Pretty decent coverage. Frankly, he's undrafted, right? So this guy is pretty incredible to get top
I'll say,
6
yeah.
power play 1 access.
We'll see how that pans out, but I don't know. I mean, maybe see how Marchand looks in the lineup coming back. But next up, Vancouver, man, with Pedersen out for the whole week, is Pia Suter. Run, don't walk to go pick up because they played tonight. Obviously, I know he got an assist, at least 1 assist. But then they still have Friday, Sunday. He had 2 assists. Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Do we think this is a run, don't walk for this week?
Yeah. Vancouver.
I think he got 23 minutes on Monday. Like, good God.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to score their goals at this point, right? Like, so long as Quinn Hughes is healthy, I think they've always got a shot. And
he's guy playing with Besser and oh my God, who else is on the top line? It's not
Jake
Garland,
DeBrusk.
it's DeBrusk. Yeah,
DeBrusk. Yeah. So I mean, their schedule is so amazing, right? Like, I hope people got.
and I
them
think
today.
even the matchups aren't even that bad because they played the Isles tonight, 1-5-2. Then they play Columbus on Friday and Winnipeg on Sunday. Not great, but if there's anyone that's getting like that sweet deployment, it's Pia Suter
for sure.
And then last up,
Barriere. Oh, that's a funny.
He's pretty good. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty damn.
I mean, he's no Warren Fogle or Kevin Fiala, but he's all right. Last up here, Winnipeg. We got Velarde is week to week right now. So Alex Iafallo at a measly 2% owned is seeing line 1 power play 1 right now. And then weirdly enough, that line 2 is Ehlers, Lowry, and Appleton. Both super available. I don't know, Jay. I mean, if Iafallo's gone, which in most leagues he's not, would we be interested? I mean, I don't know. I feel like Lowry wasn't a bad stream at the beginning of the season. And I don't know. I haven't seen enough Winnipeg to know if he's worth a look for the weekend. I'd honestly, Pia Suter, I'd much rather grab Pia Suter than those two at that point. Like if you can't get Iafallo.
Yeah, Lowry's a strange one where even with the injuries all happening, and he's the captain, like I don't see them moving him, and I don't seem to notice him getting moved into those power play positions. I don't even know their depth chart with how like those, I guess, next up players get slotted in, but he seems pretty far down. I don't think he gets access to power play in that way. No. And the weird part is he still seems to contribute peripherally everywhere.
And I forget. I know Neil Pionk's out for a minute. I forget who's getting power play 2. I think
is it Luke? No, it's not Luke Shen.
No, but good for riffs. Pittsburgh Penguins legend Luke Shen.
Oh, it's some dude called Colin Miller.
Oh yeah. Colin Miller's been around. He was I think on the Ducks at one point. I don't know if that's not a terrible second unit. Niederreiter, Domestikov, Appleton, Perfetti,
I don't think he's gone a power play goal or assist that entire time, though.
No, God, no.
Is he? Okay. I don't. Anywho, they should just give Morrissey power play 1 and power play 2.
Double shift.
I kind of don't disagree, honestly. Like it's pretty nuts to think. Like, yeah, I mean, people made the comparison between Quinn Hughes running, I guess, like power plays, and then Morrissey running power plays. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of could see that too. I mean, to some degree, obviously, Morrissey has a far more dangerous arsenal. I guess like Kyle Connor, right? Frick, Kyle Connor's on, his power play, but Frick,
I don't know how many teams are doing it, but I first noticed it with the Capitals, of course. They double shift Ovi in both power plays. And then I think it's just this year so far that Tampa's double shifted Kucherov. I mean, I almost wonder if that could be a slight trend
to take off kind of thing
over the next few years, is to have like that your star player double shifted between both power plays.
I think it also matters how your star player operates on the power play, because if you have like an Ovi, for example, like Ovi kind of is just in his office, just kind of like waiting for the right pass to come through. But I'm trying to think of a guy like I go back to Quinn Hughes. Like we talked about him. Like I feel like every other comment this show, but does he not touch the puck like the entire power play? Like it feels like each time I look at the power play, there Hughes is again. There's Quinn touching the puck.
Imagine. Well, so he reminds me of like Eric Ottawa Senators Erik Karlsson.
Right. Yes, that's a great comparison now.
Like everything ran through Karlsson, like that series where they were like one goal away from going to the cup final. Like he just played an ungodly amount of minutes each game.
Kind of like those Seth Jones series, right? Where you looked at his stat line when he was playing with Columbus.
5 OT.
What are these numbers? Like,
oh shit! What did I just see? Werenski played like 33 minutes in a game recently.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, so when I think about these sorts of demon doing that sort of, I guess, shift time, I don't know how feasible it is for those guys, like, handling the puck as much, like, drawing all that attention constantly to be playing 2 full power plays on top, right? Like, I'd imagine they need a breather of some sort, but like an Ovi, right? Or even heck, maybe like a Draisaitl, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can kind of just sit in your office and then just like,
there we go. Weren't they double shifting Draisaitl on the power play? That sounds like maybe a thing.
Yeah. Although I don't know how they were also double shifting McDavid, because I think it was McDavid and McDry both were double shifting the power plays, and I was like, but McDavid is like skating laps and laps and laps during these power plays. Like, how are you? Anywho, like Draisaitl, it makes sense. He's over there, he's on the right circle, hanging out.
Caffeine Kedman's got a good question here. Is Hedman on his way out of that first wave of defenseman conversation? As like a 6th round keeper, that's a great place to hang on to him, I think.
I would definitely be hanging on to Hedman in the because what was the conversation? It was him or Serge, right? But Serge is gone.
Right. Well, and then that season where Sergachev got so much power play time in Tampa, that was Hedman was playing through something, and they wanted to conserve his minutes for the better defensive assignments.
For sure. Yeah. So I would say Hedman. Like, there's no other, because he is going to eventually tip down, but when he tips down, it's going to coincide with Cooch going down and, like all the rest. Well, actually, I guess they have this new core now that's like rising up, but I'd imagine Hedman's, like, I guess, slight dip downturn coincides with Cooch's downturn. So in that case, I would hold on. Like, Hedman actually has a perfect parallel. He is the Karlsson, just as Karlsson is.
John Karlsson.
Hedman is to Cooch, right? So you kind of have to hold on to the guy. You're not going to get great value elsewhere, I don't think, personally.
Yeah, if he's out of that first 4 or 5, I mean, I would still probably say he'd be the 6th. That like right after.
Yes. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on. Let's move on though. We got the goalie streams and the back-to-backs. So Friday, Saturday, we have Columbus's versus Vancouver at Ottawa. I don't really like. Yeah, I'm sure both those guys are available, but I don't like it. For it's goalie stats, for rate stats anyway. Jersey at Winnipeg at Minnesota. I don't like it against Winnipeg. Feeling indifferent. I feel like we have better goalie starts here. Oh yeah, here we go. So, and then New York is at Anaheim, at San Jose. Jonathan Quick in either one of those, yes. And then Vegas is at Chicago, at Nashville. I would say if Samsonov is available, I like both of those. Yeah, I would say don't worry about like the Devils in the Jackets. I would say if you can get like a Jonathan Quick start or a Samsonov start on those Friday, Sundays, that'd be good.
Yeah, Sir, I'm still hanging a bit on I guess the Jake Allen, and I'm thinking like against Minnie, isn't Minnie still kind of like entirely, like a hospital?
You say that, but who didn't they just win their last game or something? No, never mind.
Yeah.
They lost. They lost 1-5 against Vegas, and then 0. They got shut out by Dallas. Never mind.
It's a weird one. It's like,
That hurts.
I mean, mind you, wasn't that also the rumored game where he was coming back? Like, like everyone and their mother was coming back from Mini. So, like, that could
This
be
is the first I've heard of that rumor.
But I mean, in the off chance that is, just a rumor and not the case, then wouldn't we absolutely want Allen to, like, smash against these?
No.
I mean, I don't want to call them cronies, so to speak, but, like, Ryan Artman.
No, I would much rather take my chances on Quick versus San Jose or Samsonov versus Nashville. I would much rather have those.
I could see it.
But I was very wrong about Tristan Yari. So, maybe we move on. So Saturday, Sunday, back-to-backs. Buffalo. I mean, they have Philly, Washington, gross. I could see that Buffalo-Philly game being another. What was it last weekend where I was like, someone's going to have to score like 5 goals to win? Was it like Philly, Chicago, and wasn't the score like 5-7?
It was something disgusting. Yeah.
I could see that being a high-scoring game there. LA versus Toronto versus David Riddick against San Jose. I like that, especially if they're on the back half of a back-to-back.
So juicy.
Islanders, I think Varlamov's still out. I forget who their backup is right now, but they play at Tampa and at Carolina. I think I would just skip them anyway. Ottawa.
Something called Marcus Holberg.
Okay. Yeah. Is that the Hamburglar? I feel like that's the Hamburglar.
So here's the part, and worryingly, I'm like, okay, so he just played today? No. Sorry, he came in relief today. Okay. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it. I feel like there's better choices.
Yeah. They've also
even
definitely
Ottawa
double shifted Sorokin before too. So
and even Ottawa here, they're Columbus and Pittsburgh. Forsberg against either one of those, and Otto's been pretty hot lately. I feel good about that. San Jose, I'm not interested either of their goalies. I think they even just called one up. I don't know. I don't think it was because someone's hurt or anything. I think it was just give them a shot. Toronto, you're not getting either of those goalies. I like Riddick versus San Jose, and then Forsberg against either one of those teams. But yeah, looking at next week, no Sunday Monday games, of course, never usually is. But next week, the moment all of you have been waiting for, Minnesota, 4 games, 4 off nights, perfect streamagami. And then Washington, 4 games at 3 off nights. And then you got Colorado, Dallas, Florida, Nashville. Hey, Florida actually has games again. 4 games at 2 off nights. But I know worse schedules. This is what hurt the most about pulling off a JT Miller trade. New Jersey, New York Rangers, Philly, and Toronto all have 2 games. I don't know. Luke Hughes just for tonight, it's been a really good stream, but dude, they have 2 games, Jay. I don't know if I could probably find someone else better out there. I could probably grab what was it, Mason Lohrei is 9% owned. I saw today. I know Justin Falk's been pretty damn good. He's been the better of the 2 defensemen the last week.
Did Luke Hughes have a big game today? Oh, he did.
3 assists. 3 assists before I stopped watching.
I almost picked him up, and of course, why wouldn't I? Why would I have held back? Oh, devastating.
Man, looking ahead, I might have to do something there.
And the thing is, too, I would say, in terms of worst schedules, I guess that's what you were targeting before, too, right? In terms of worst schedules, to look ahead and be like, nah, not this guy.
It's
whatever.
And it's just from the Rangers, man. What do you do, man? I can't drop JT Miller. I just gotta hold him.
I went ahead and I got rid of Zibby, actually, but it's like, redraft. And all
Really,
that
I
stuff.
feel like he's. I don't know.
He
Maybe
is
I'm
coming
still. Maybe I'm still holding on that confirmation bias of Zibby's still pretty good now that JT Miller's on the team.
He is. It's just I literally saw the scheduling setup, and I was like, okay, like everyone needs a cutoff.
Well,
and
there
I
we
was
go.
like,
Okay, so there we go. That is. I kind of wanted to do it, but couldn't figure out how to set it up. I would say that is a great playoff tip. I mean, someone like Zibby, it's like 2 games next week. I mean, in a normal part of the season, you wouldn't drop him if you were gonna hang on to him, but this is playoffs, man. Like if you can get someone just marginally higher risk, higher reward, like this is where you pull the trigger on that stuff.
And the thing is, it's so high risk at this point because there is no way for the opponent to benefit or not benefit. Most of the time, he's going to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
Right. You're going to look at the schedule.
I mean, when do they even play their games? Like, yeah, you might drop him and maybe he comes off. Yeah. They're
Wednesday and Saturday. So Wednesday, he's probably going to be playable, and Saturday he's not. Well, it's that Saturday you're going to play him anyway, but he's not going to get for, like
13 games on Saturday.
He'll probably play because you'll play him over like another guy. But the question is more so, would you want 2 games on a guy? Or heck, if you had 4 games of Dylan Larkin, frick, is that example working this week? Nope. Because Detroit only has 3 games, but
3 games, 2 off nights.
Oh, okay, perfect. What about 4 games of Nick Suzuki? I think you'd rather have 4 games of Nick Suzuki than you would have 2 games of.
I mean, he won't be available. I mean, so here we go. I would give me 4 games of Patrick Laine next week,
right?
Over 2 of JT Miller,
or 4 games of Jonathan Huberdeau.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If Calgary has do they have a good schedule? Right. They do.
Let's see.
4 games, 1 off night. Yeah. I like some of their opponents.
Here's where the argument really falls flat, though, Alan. Would you rather have 4 games of Ryan Hartman?
Who does Minnesota play next week, though?
Jersey, Rangers,
Islanders,
Dallas.
Eesh. But you would have no problem getting Ryan Hartman into your lineup.
For sure. Yeah. So
then that frees up, on the heavy nights, like you're not constantly benching someone, which is why part of why I personally dropped Mark just so this week. It was like it was like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. He was the guy I was benching just because I'm like, no, he isn't crap for me. I don't expect this to be where he turns it around.
For sure. And man, that is a brutal Canadian homestand. What away? Wait, is that a homestand or how did Vegas end up facing only Canadian teams in this coming week? What is going on?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Home, away. Yeah.
Home, away. But still Canadian opponents throughout. Okay. That's interesting.
Damn, that's not a bad week next week.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad one to end off against Calgary and Vancouver. Yeah, for sure.
I'd say.
I'll call it.
I would say, we go and wrap it. Oh, no, not that one. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap it for tonight. MS on Twitter or pop by the Discord. You can even tag us there using @FHFH. I think Jay and I both should be back. It's our Saturday this weekend at 11 a.m. Eastern. Good night, everyone, and good mental health.
Great talking hockey. We'll pick you up later. Good luck. Good luck in the playoffs.